good evening. So today we will see another Bootstrap components. So we are building that is the set of the website what we already see. So we have three containers. You can say three parts of the website. We have built the first two parts like navigator and the cart, and then the header section you can say. And now we will go into feature section. And we will be implementing the carousel and the footer section as well. So now to implement this, so this is generally we can say feature section where we have different features will be there. So depending on the feature cards, so feature cards is like icons, titles, and there are multiple links where we exactly for our website we define our for example, this is moving like a package and movers website, something like that where we have defined the features. So why move with this? So for this now for this we will go to examples. For example, if you go to examples, there will be a feature section, and here we will be taking this div. So you see that I am following over and I want to start with card element. So just I am clicking on this and I am taking copy element and going to my Visual Studio where we have the below the spread just see that. Now if I just go back and see my index.html website, just I'm refreshing it. Now if you see here we have multiple columns with icons, but all this is call to action, all this is not in sync with this one. So yeah, so why move with so now just I am updating all that things, like we can update from the already website.text, we can directly like updating one by one. We see just why move with this, and we have multiple icons, titles, and we will be updating this SVG images like SVG vector graphics, and then we will be updating this links as well, text and all this. So just I am going back to that. So in the interest of time, just I am going to solution and just I will be copy pasting the same thing. So it's nothing but just we have want to update all the paragraph text what we are doing and the images. Sorry, not carousel. Carousel take just a want for me. Wait one. Okay. Move it. This also we have done, right? Yeah, or this right, move this. So just we will see once we copy, we will see one by one what exactly. Uh, now if I just go back to my website and just refresh it, now I have everything. But these icons are not this thing, but let us look at the code first. So now we have updated the header section, and then we have updated the SVG. So generally by default when we copy that website, for example, we already just so by default all that will be in SVG graphics. So as we already seen, when we want to use the Bootstrap icons, so generally we can directly use via SVG tag or Bootstrap icons, or we can directly give the image source. So as of now we are not using SVG. So we are just changing them to our SVGs, because we already have all the SVGs downloaded. So if I just go back here to here, so briefcase, bus, and personal touch, images, like square shot, square heart. So yeah. So again, this is again the header sections. We are just updating professional, and then now all the paragraph text. Here we are updating, and here one thing we have noticed is this also, this SVG vector. So if we just go back to here, this my this section. So this this SVG also we are updating using our SVG vector instead of using SVG directly. So just if I just want to highlight exactly this one, if you see they are using SVG class, so we have removed it and we have just updated it to uh, Chevron, right, .svg. The same thing again, the countrywide. So here the above icon is like bus friend, and then the countrywide, and all the text we can actually directly get it from here. Professional team countrywide, and this is the text we have. So again I'm going back to my HTML. So the same thing we have done this one, but here one thing to note is, even we copied and we just not modified anything, but here just we updated all the images. Here everything is looking fine except this icons, right? So what's happening is, if you just go back here, and if I just want to check this, so here if you see all the others using utilities.sss utilities, all these are defined. uh, all this, if you see, all these are Bootstrap CSS which is already written. So this only for this icon, if you see it's a features.css which is actually written only for this features icon. So this is a custom CSS, you can say. So to get that implemented, so we have even how to identify that. So just now what I said, look at the element, inspect the details. So default Bootstrap, generally it will be bootstrap.css, or so for example it will be utilities like utilities.css. But if I close go to elements again, so if you see here, they have written features.css is uh, this is explicitly written CSS, so they have written for this features icon. So if you want to override already CSS what is written, so here we are just copying here and we are implementing the HTML tag itself. So where here, so in the inline, not inline, so in the same HTML we have written the style. So it will override all the whatever the default CSS or Bootstrap we can override using external CSS. So yeah, now if I just go back to here, here, I see here it is exactly matching with the rounded feature icons. So as of before it hasn't matched. This is one of the way to identify if any of the features whenever we copy the code from Bootstrap examples is not working, then we generally we have to check exactly what exactly CSS it is using. Yeah. Now, now the next part is done. Now it is like carousel. So again, so this is like one of the Bootstrap component directly where we can have a slideshow effect. So if I just want to slide here, this one, I can slide with this chevrons also, left chevron, uh, right chevron. So even the underscores. So it's less slideshow effect. So in Bootstrap we have directly the Bootstrap component. The carousel. So so here ours is the same thing we have. So yeah, there are multiple things like for slide label. You can use directly whatever your requirement. So depend on transitions. Yeah. So generally we will be using this. So now just I'm copying this to the clipboard and I'm just again sorry, I'm copying here. So here if I just go back here, we are not seeing any carousel because the images, if you see this here, the image is broken because in the code what we have copied there is no images paths. So now what we will be doing, so slash sorry slash couple dot jpeg, the first image, it will be dot slash, it will be like dot slash and so now if I go back now, so yeah, so what it is doing, it is actually our images are getting fine, but it is not it is occupying all the length of the image, like for example length of the website it is occupied. So, but we want it to be in the certain fashion, so it will be something like in this container. So here, one thing we can remember is the containers, where we already have seen how to use containers, like the layouts you can say. Uh, Sorry, containers. Yeah. So generally, if we keep this that images, the whatever the div we have carousel in this container, it will by default it will be adjusted according to the screen size, and the website will be looking constantly all. So here what I am doing, I am giving one div container, and I will be closing that div. Now if I just go back and refresh website, now if you see, it is actually in the this containers whatever we already defined. So it is not going beyond the boundary. So now it is directly, you can see all the images what are we defined transitioned here in the carousel. So the last thing we have left with the footer section. Footer section is again we can have multiple things where copyright we can do, and the sections where we can have multiple links to navigate to this section, or depending on things. So again, this we are we can directly get it from examples. So here footers. So as of now, we see this one. So just I'm copying, opening DevTools. I want this card. Uh, Now just I'm copying as element. So now again I am copying under this div. Hmm. Generally it is using Bootstrap. So if I just see it again, so yeah, it is going somewhere here. We can adjust our width and this thing. Generally we don't want the SVG vector. So if I just again see here, so it should be under this container only. So removing this. So just so how it responds, let me see. So again we have kept everything under the same thing. So it is working perfectly fine. So it is. So we have beautiful website of the package and more startup. So it is as of now took very less time if you carefully observe. So it is everything is what are we have. All this is already the code is already written. We just copy pasted the code and we have just implemented uh, in the Bootstrap framework in the one single HTML page. We have already implemented everything like all the CSS and all this stylings and whatnot. All these are Bootstrap elements. So it is very easy and very fast to develop any website using Bootstrap. So yeah, these are the some of the elements. So as of now, Bootstrap carousel, how it Bootstrap footer, and there are multiple kinds of footers to implement. Uh, so yeah, so it's like for example, sticky footer, grids using grid system and simple footer and basic structure. So yeah, so yeah, these are the some of the I meant to say like components we have seen and yeah. So, but there are multiple components. You can go through all this in the accordions. So it's like, so this is one of the example of accordion. Yeah, there are multiple things. Yeah. So if you want an alert message, pop out, it's like spinners. You can. So there are multiple directly to build a website. So this is very useful to get to know how to use Bootstrap. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you.